Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we'll be talking about a new smartwatch from boAt. This is called the boAt Watch Primia. So we all know boAt as a brand. It's very popular in terms of audio products. They have a lot of earphones, TWS, even they have a lot of smart watches as well. Now the differentiating aspect of the Watch Primia is that this is their first Bluetooth calling smartwatch, which means you can make and receive calls on the watch using this. So this is the boAt Watch Primia. So we'll be talking about this watch, how good the experience is. This is priced around 5,499 rupees, and this is available on Amazon with two color options. So we have the blue variant with us. So we'll be talking about how good the experience is, how good the fitness tracker and the measuring parameters of the smartwatch is, and what all features it offers, and also the battery life. So let's get started with our experience using the boAt Watch Primia. So before that, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's begin. So this is the box packaging of the boAt Watch Primia. You can see here it's 1.39 inch AMOLED display. That's one of the important aspects. It has an AMOLED display and the Bluetooth calling is available. Now here also you get cloud watch faces, voice assistant, sleep, blood oxygen and heart rate monitoring is there, call, text and social media notification is there, camera and music control, daily activity tracker, guided breathing and IP67 water and dust resistance capabilities are there. So inside the box you get the watch, the manual and the charging dock. It's not a dock actually, it's the magnetic charging mechanism included. So let's go straight into the watch. So this is the boAt Watch Primia. You can see this looks pretty good, and one of the striking aspects about this watch is that it comes with a metal chassis. You can see here it looks really nice, steel like finishing. We have two buttons here for controls, and the dial also looks pretty good, and you also have the numbering here. Now the strap quality is pretty good. It may not be leather quality because it's a kind of resin material, but it feels like leather. It looks good as well, and the material fit and finish and quality of the strap also looks good. The back panel has a flat like finish. We have the sensors and the charging port also. You can also change the strap. You can see that you have the option to change the strap as well. It's a standard strap size. So boAt is mentioned here. So this is the design, looks pretty good actually. The display quality is good. We'll talk about that in a while, but overall design feels good. It's a solid material construction, and for the 5,499 pricing, this definitely feels good, and it definitely feels premium overall in terms of looks and build quality. Now next here, let's talk about the display. Now the thing is, it has an AMOLED display. One of the good aspects about the display, it's very nice in terms of display quality. You can see the touch response feels very smooth, and overall display quality looks good. You can see the viewing angles are really good. You can also increase the brightness here. You can see that here you can see that the brightness control is also there, so you can increase or decrease the brightness. So in fact the display is definitely vibrant and crisp. Even outdoor visibility looks quite okay in terms of display quality. Viewing is also nice. So display is definitely good on this watch. Now moving on to the software experience. So this is the UI, and you can see if you swipe from here, you can see the steps and other options. Here we have the heart rate monitoring, then stress level, then music control, and we have the phone dialing options. So in terms of menu, if you just press this button, you get all the options. So if you select activities, you can see here plenty of activities are there: running, treadmill, climbing, walking, cycling, yoga, then swimming. A lot of activities are there. Then we have the heart rate monitoring. You can monitor the heart rate. Stress levels are there. Then sleep tracking is there. You can see the sleep tracking. It is pretty accurate actually. We'll talk about the accuracy levels in a while. Then you get the detailed sleep tracking. Then activity record, blood oxygen level, that's SpO2 measurement. You can see here you can measure the blood oxygen level. Then music control is there. You can control the music once you're connected to the smartphone. Then stopwatch, timer, camera control is there. Again, you can use this watch as the camera shutter button. Then settings, we have the do not disturb mode, brightness, always on display is there. This will drain a lot of battery if you are turning this on, so we suggest you to turn this off. Then the regular options as well. Then you get the voice assistant option. Then Find My Phone is also there. You can just ring your phone from here. So all the basic options are included. Now if you press this button, you can directly go to the workout modes on the watch. Now if you swipe from the top, you can see these quick toggles. The bottom you can see that the notifications are there. Then side you can see other options as well. Now talking about the accuracy levels. Now we tried using this watch with tracking the steps taken, the stress monitoring, the calories burned. What we found was the steps tracking is pretty accurate. We compared with other watches as well, and what we found was almost 90 to 95 percentage similar in terms of what we actually walked and what it recorded. So it's pretty okay-ish, I would say. 90 to 95 percentage accuracy levels are there. So in terms of steps tracking, it is pretty good actually. Now in terms of blood oxygen level and heart rate monitoring, again heart rate monitoring is again quite okay, but blood oxygen level, SpO2, we wouldn't suggest you to go with watches, because it actually needs to be measured using a medical grade equipment. So obviously you need to go with a proper medical equipment for measuring the SpO2 if you want to know the real values. But here you get an indicative value which should be not very accurate, but that's not the case with just this watch alone. With all the smartwatches, SpO2 measurement is not very accurate, so I would suggest you to go with the medical grade equipment. But as a feature, it's available, and heart rate monitoring is also included on this watch. So those are the activity tracking. So steps taken is pretty good, and even the sleep monitoring we felt was pretty good. The time we slept, the time we woke up, the deep sleep, and all the parameters are quite okay, and you can actually extract all the details on the app as well. So sleep tracking is also pretty good. Now moving on to the important aspect, Bluetooth calling. So once you're paired, you can just swipe from here and you can go with the Bluetooth calling. So I'll just show you how this works. So we have the our smartphone here, and we'll dial from to this number. So you can see here I'm just making the call to this number, and I can see the incoming call. I can just accept or reject. If I accept, you can see the speaker option, and you can see if you want to take it on the watch, or if you want to take it on the phone. Now it's on the phone. Now you can shift to the watch as well, and you can disconnect the call and increase or decrease the volume here. So that's how the watch works when you receive a call. Now we'll just show you the speaker quality of this watch as well. So when you want to make a call, just swipe from the left, and you can see here dialer. It will initialize the Bluetooth option. Then we'll just call the customer care.
Welcome to Jio. हिंदी में जारी रखने के लिए 1 दबाएं. To continue in English, press 2. पंजाबी विच जारी रखन लई.
So that's how the call quality is. I mean, the speaker performance is quite okay, but again in a crowded environment, you may not be able to get the proper calls, especially if you're traveling in a train or a bus or in a crowded area. It may not be able to get you really great speaker, because it has its own limitation. But as a phone, as a watch, it works pretty well. If you are in your office or your home, this is quite acceptable, and the speaker quality looks quite okay. So that's how the watch works in terms of Bluetooth calling. So again, pretty good. Now coming to the battery life. Now if you enable all the features like Bluetooth calling, you get a lot of calls, and if you have the always on display enabled, you might get around 2 days of battery life if all the features are in action. But if you're not using always on display, and if you're not getting a lot of calls, you might get up to 7 days of battery life. So around 4 to 5 days is practically possible if you're not using the always on display and the parameters like a lot of calls and a lot of notifications. If you're not enabled that, you might get like 4 to 5 days of battery life. Otherwise it's like 2 days is the battery life promised by the company, which we feel is quite okay considering that it has a Bluetooth calling functionality. But 3 to 4 days minimum would have made much better sense here. So that's how the battery life is. So if you want more battery life, maybe you can disable the social media notifications. Say for example, if you're connected WhatsApp, you get a lot of notification, so you can basically disable those functionalities. Now we'll also talk about the app for this watch. So we'll just see how the app works like. So this is how the app looks like. It's called the boAt Crest app, and you can download it from the iOS store or the Android store. So you can see here heart rate monitoring, SpO2, stress monitoring, sleep tracking, everything is there. You can see the activities you have performed, then fitness points. Then if you go to settings, you can see that there are plenty of watch faces to download. You can see here there are plenty of watch faces. You can also create your own background from here, photo, or you can use the camera and create your own background. Then sedentary reminder is there, will remind you of walking or drinking water at regular intervals. Then there is auto HR tracking, Bluetooth calling, Google Fit support is there. So it's pretty good in terms of interface. You can see all the details. You can plot the daily heart rate tracking, and then you can get all the vitals here. Dashboard is there, SpO2, stress monitoring, everything can be configured from this watch, and you get plenty of details on this app. So this is called the boAt Crest app, available on the Play Store as well as iOS too. You can see how this looks like. Now one thing what we didn't really like about this watch is the wake up gesture. So right now I'm just you can see here, now I'm going to use the wake up gesture. So you can see there is a slight delay in the wake up gesture. It's not an instant wake up gesture. We'll just show you once again. So you can see here there is a slight 1 second delay, but not a major concern. But at 54999 or at the 5499, we expect this to be slightly better in terms of wake up gestures. What I felt about this watch is the display is superb, the build quality is good, it looks really nice, the software especially looks nice, the touch response, everything looks good, the tracking is also quite okay. I would say it's not a class leading, but it's quite okay. Again, battery life is something which we feel should have been slightly better, but again, if you're not using all the functionalities, you might get like 4 to 5 days, which is quite okay. But if you're using with Bluetooth and all the functionalities, you might get around 2 days. Now things which needs improvement is the wake up gesture, which is not very smooth. Dialing and everything looks quite okay. So that was our experience with the boAt Watch Primia. It's a new smartwatch from boAt, priced 5499. It's available on Amazon. So what do you guys think about this boAt Watch Primia? Do let us know in the comment section. What we really liked about this watch is the display. It's an AMOLED display, crisp and clear display, and looks really good as well. Even the touch response feels very nice, and outdoor visibility is also good. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.